Hello again everybody, I hope you're doing well, and today I have an amazing shirt for you at a price that really could not be ignored. I was sort of pointed in the right direction by a fellow collector with regards where to purchase it, and it kind of became a no-brainer. I suppose once you see the shirt and you realise how much I paid and how much it's currently going for elsewhere, then you can understand why I have done it. So, it has come in a giant parcel, which really only means it's going to come from one of two places, and because it's a Hermes bag, it should really only become the one. So I suppose it's best for me to open up the parcel. We'll see what's inside. I'll explain to you a little bit where it came from, about the club, and it's one I'm actually really excited for because it's a shirt that I'm kind of been actively looking to buy at some point during this season. Anyway, so let's open it up. Hopefully it's a shirt I ordered. Let's go from there. Looks pretty good to me. But I have a feeling you're going to figure out who this is quite easily when I show you the front, because the rear doesn't really show very much there. It is yellow. Which teams play home shirts in yellow? Not that many. And then you turn it around, and there it is. Maybe you recognise it from the crest. Maybe the fact that it says the club name underneath probably gives it away a little bit. But I see the tags there. Very good. It is the correct size. So let's open it up and see what it looks like in real life. So I am curious with Umbro shirts that sometimes they feel a little bit differently to what you may expect. So there is some tissue paper in here somewhere. There we go. Let's just fold that on itself so it doesn't look too crazy. Right then, let's get this showing on the road. So the rear of the shirt has really not much going on, to be honest. It has the club's founding year of 1953 on the back of the neck. Pretty standard sort of approach there, but nothing else that I can see standing out with regards to the design. However, let's look at the front. This is where all the action is. I'm very excited to see what it looks like in person. So we have this amazing graphic on the front there. I don't know if you can pick it up on the camera. It is kind of subtle, but I'll explain to you what it is about. But yeah, I'm very pleased with this one. Really cannot wait to take some photographs of this one and sort of showcase this one. But yeah, I'll do the usual stuff, research, get back to you with some information. I'll be back. Okay then, the shirt is there, dressed, and as I expected, it is a beautiful shirt. Now for those of you who are still not quite sure who the club is, it is of course Dynamo Dresden, and they play football in Germany of course. Now this is my first German shirt that I've added to my collection since January 2021. It was the Werder Bremen shirt that I bought, and for a country that I have, well I suppose now I have 31 separate clubs for, it's been a while since I've added to it, so I kind of need to add a few more. But I suppose when you have so many in one place, you kind of end up focusing elsewhere. But where did I buy this from? Of course, I bought it from M&M Direct. Some of you may be familiar with it. I know some of you, once I posted it on my Instagram, sort of alerting people of its appearance for sale, I know a few of you had bought it. And to be honest, I have missed out on a few recently, and I'm kind of frustrated by that because there were some shirts that I was actively looking to buy. So the fact that now I have to pay probably full retail is a little bit annoying. But to be able to get this one at a discount price of £19.99 was kind of a no-brainer at that point. It was, and still is, available to buy on the Umbro website, but the price is £75, and I'm sure at some point that will drop, but I don't really think it's ever going to drop to £19.99. If it does, great, and you can hopefully pick up a shirt if you don't already have it, but maybe wait. Certainly don't spend £75 on it. And I say that because there's none available left on M&M Direct to buy. They had the home shirt and the away shirt. I'm not sure if they had the third shirt, but they've all gone in any size. So it's one of those things recently where they've gone up and they've been all gone within a matter of a few days. So you've got to be really quick. You've either got to be paying attention to it or hopefully have somebody who can point you in the direction when they do appear. With regards to the club itself, they were formed as a club associated with the East German Police, or the Polizei, and they were actually one of the most successful East German clubs when there was a separation between sort of Germany during the Cold War. Unfortunately, since reunification, they haven't been as successful. So I think they won quite a few. I think it was Oberligas when it was separated, and then of course the Bundesliga was then the top division. I think they spent maybe a few years in the Bundesliga, but since then have sort of balanced between the second to fourth divisions, and I think they currently sit in the second division. And a little story that I remember with regards to Dynamo is that I think it was December 2020. The fans spent money. I think it was 72,000 tickets that they were bought for a German cup game against Darmstadt. even though there was no spectators allowed. It was just a nice way to show support for the club, which kind of has sort of financial struggles, which I think is an amazing little thing. The fan culture over in Germany is just amazing, and for 72,000 tickets to be bought for a game that they can't even attend, I think that's a great gesture by the fans. But with regards to the shirt itself, it feels really nice, actually. I don't know if you would classify it as a premium material. Some people might think it's actually quite a cheaper feel, but the way it just sort of feels, it's quite silky. It's very, very nice. And I like the fact that the hem at the bottom sort of has a little sort of cut at either side, so it makes it feel like it fits a little bit better around the waist. Now, the main thing about this shirt is this graphic on the front, which I will admit, when I first saw the shirt get posted at the beginning of the season, I kind of glossed over it. I didn't quite see it because it is very subtle. And it is very subtle in person right now. Like, if I'm looking at it from here, it can be a little bit difficult to pick out some of the specific details. So my only criticism would be that if it was a little bit more bolder and you could see it a little bit better. But I still think it looks amazing. It's actually 3 separate monuments, I believe, from the city of Dresden. So you have the Frauenkirche, the Zwinger, and the Golden Reiter statue. I've never, of course, seen those in person, and if they look as good as they do in real life as they do on this drawing, on this football shirt, then I'm sure they would be amazing to see in person. But I love that. I love when sort of shirts put little close images of local monuments or sort of attractions, specifically ones that are such great detailed as this. It's really, really nice, really, really beautiful. And I suppose the subtlety sort of doesn't make the shirt stand out too much, because I suppose if it was too much, it would kind of look maybe a little bit too weird. With regards to the rest of the shirt, there isn't all that much more floating around. On the inside of the collar, there is a little motto which says "Love Dynamo, Hate Racism," which is sort of very, very common in Germany. Sort of certain clubs are very, very sort of keen on promoting like an anti-fascist and inclusive sort of mentality, which is really, really cool. And I'm also happy to own more East German football shirts, because there aren't really that many that I have. I think I have Union Berlin, because they were part of Eastern Germany when it was separated. I think I have Leipzig shirts, maybe one other more that I'm not quite familiar with, but that's kind of it, really. I know that there is a German friend of mine who collects all of the German teams, and he specifically focuses on East German clubs, and it's just interesting to see them and learn about the clubs themselves. I'd like to buy some more, but it's just a little bit more difficult because a lot of them play much further down the pyramid, unfortunately. But yeah, I think for £19.99, could not say no. If anybody else was able to grab one, well done. And then hopefully, if not, and you are interested, just keep an eye on the Umbra website, and I'm sure at some point a sale will occur. But that's it. Lovely little shirt. Great price. Great details. As always, guys, continue to have a great week. Thank you guys for watching the videos, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.